is a part 2.
Part 2
To
of
the last video.
the last video, yes. I'm sorry about that noise.
I don't know what that was.
No,
We're tearing down the room. So what was it? So obviously your last video, you've got a lot of people asking you questions. You've had a lot of messages, haven't you, about things. So you're feeling like you just wanted to clarify, was it? And like tie up some loose ends and just a few more little points you wanted to make.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do in this part 2 of what I'd said in the last video.
Beautiful. And I'll only be here for a bit.
Yeah.
And then she'll finish it off herself.
Yeah.
Because I think people like hearing just Sarah, personally. So give her a like, to give her a bit more confidence that she can do it on her own.
Thank you.
Because I think she's more than capable on her own.
Oh.
So I've just got a note here for what you wanted to say. So you've been asked how to deal with anxiety whilst being indoors. So that's quite a big one that you've been asked about a lot, because I think people are suffering a lot with anxiety right now. Normally when they go out, but because they're only indoors, it's all about indoors. So how can you give any advice, or how do you deal with it? Or
Well, I struggle every day with anxiety. And I know how it feels like to struggle with anxiety whilst being at home. Every day I get up and I think, oh my gosh, what's going to happen this day? What's going to happen today? What's going to happen today? And it builds up and it builds up.
You get anxious about even something sort of weeks and weeks away. You'll be anxious about it now, sort of thing. So it's like a constant living with anxiety, and it's sort of just telling yourself that it's okay.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Because people can't really just, get rid of it. You can't say don't have anxiety. I think you've just got to learn to live with it. Would you say that?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's ways of trying to help it get better. Is there anything you do to help with your anxiety? Obviously, you have to learn to accept it, which is what you're trying to do. But is there anything else you do that you could tell people?
Like to have a routine.
Yeah.
So
maybe explain that a bit more, because you said routine last time in your video. Maybe people didn't know what that means. So maybe walk them through what a normal day looks like for you.
A normal day for me looks like I wake up. I wake up.
And earlier now, because you're used to be more like the afternoon.
Not anymore. It's more like 9 o'clock.
Woo!
Go me.
Normal time.
So yeah, I think just start your day early, get downstairs, have some breakfast. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and say that I used to make my own breakfast, because I didn't.
No, you didn't even have. Did you really have breakfast?
I didn't really have breakfast.
So tell them what you make. What is your signature dish?
My signature dish, okay. It's yoghurt, zero fat yoghurt, because we're on a diet.
Yeah. Being trapped indoors is at least helping with that.
Yeah.
Kind of.
And I can't go to the gym, so
No.
I've got to be healthy. I put cereal in it. Is it the flakes?
Yeah, you do like a Special K sort of flake.
Yeah.
Or like summer berries or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's basically like bran flakes, but with like berries in.
And I use my hand, I get a handful, and then I put it in with the yoghurt. And then I cut up a banana.
And then
and the secret ingredient is...
Honey, other brands are available.
It's not even... Hold on.
Oh, is it not? Ding!
Honey. I love honey.
Beautiful. So that's just something that gets you... You sort of look for... I know it sounds silly, but you like look forward to your breakfast because you really like the taste of it. So I do think that is one great tip you could give people, is actually have something like tasty and something that actually wants to get you up in the morning.
And to make you energised for the day.
Gives you energy for the day. Because some people skip it, and I get if you don't have time and things like that, but really try, even if you have to get up that little bit earlier if you are working, just do it.
And if you don't have a job, it's still good to get up early, because then you experience what it's like.
Because that's what you used to say, well, I've got nothing to get up for. But then I told you, well, this is the thing, one day we're hoping and believing that you will have something to get up for, and you do want a job and you do want the routine. So you've got to start now, because otherwise you would have been so
low and
I found it so difficult
to get up. And like, if I had a future boyfriend, they'll be pushing me out the bed, to trying to get me up. So you know, I need a routine.
Yeah, that was very important.
Yeah.
And what do you sort of do after that?
After that, I come back upstairs. I try and make my bed, because I said in the last video how I don't like my room to be messy, because then I feel like a mess. And by that, I didn't really explain that properly because I don't know why I didn't explain it properly.
But it's not. Well, it's true though, because that's something I sort of told you. Like, if you get back into a room that's messy and a bed that's all messy, it makes you feel like messy, and like your brain's already quite messy.
Messed
How
up.
many words can we say? Messy. Messed up. Not messed up. But you've got, you know, a lot of things. It's all jumbled up and it's all mixed up. So if all your room's jumbled up and mixed up, it really doesn't help, because it just feels like you're basically sinking and going under. So that was a big tip I gave Sarah, was just make your bed. It's something so little, but it just makes your life feel that little bit more organised, because you can't always control your thoughts, but you can control
where you
are and your environment around you. Well, most people can. I understand some people may not.
And with autism, it can't be hard, and I get that. I get that there's people out there that are like, oh no, I don't really want to make my bed, or I can't make my bed.
Yeah, because you had a thing where you liked it quite particular, didn't you? Like, she would always like Mum doing it, because Mum tucked it in a certain way. But she's learned now to be like, okay, I do like it that way, but it is important for me just to be able to do it. And even if Mum then goes over it a bit later on and makes it a bit more, at least you've done the initial bit and it just looks tidier and tucked away. So
and then the windows are so important. Open the window, open to get fresh air as well, because I used to have my window shut a lot.
And that makes you tired if you're in a dark room all day, and say if your bed hasn't been made, you haven't got any windows open, your door shut, you're basically in a cave all day. So no wonder you
cave man.
And
Jurassic World.
Sporting LA yet again. But yes, I just think those are really great tips. The doing the breakfast in the morning, having something to get up for, and getting up early, and then the not being in a bad environment.
Doing your teeth as well.
Getting changed.
Getting dressed. All of those are so good, because I know, I'm going to admit, I didn't brush my hair, I didn't get dressed. I did do my teeth, but not always.
Well, yeah. Because you weren't going out anywhere. But mostly, but it's important just to do those things and brush your hair, because it just makes you feel a bit more...
Feel good in yourself.
Yeah. And just because you're not going anywhere doesn't mean you shouldn't just try and put yourself together a little bit, you know, and just get yourself up and ready to go. And then what do you do sort of after that? You make your own lunch now, don't you, as well?
I make my own lunch now. I used to like it when I didn't have anything to eat at lunch, but now I do.
Yeah.
I think it's good if you're on a healthy eating diet.
Yeah.
So,
because you want to keep full with good foods as well. So you try and get quite a lot of veg in and things like that, don't you, in your meals and stuff in your fruit in the morning. So got it quite good. And then from there you just sort of do whatever. You just try and socialise a bit more. Yeah,
I talk to people, close friends. Don't really have many close friends though, as I said in the last video. Friends is always hard to make, but because you're self-isolating yourself.
Yeah, exactly. That's another thing you wanted to say. Obviously you can go on about this a bit more, but you were saying how obviously this self-isolation is quite hard for a lot of people, and we all just have to, pull together and do our bit. But there's a time where it will come to an end, and we'll all get out there again, and we'll all start our jobs again, and life will go back to, say, normal. And there was a big point that you wanted to make, you wanted to make people aware that actually
there's people like me in this world that are going through this on a daily basis, And I think it's... Sorry.
We're trying to do...
sorry, okay. So I wanted to just say that there's people out there like me that struggle with this on a daily basis, being indoors, and I feel like I didn't really explain that very well in my last video, that there is people like me going through this every single day, and
will continue to.
And will continue.
Long after
Yeah.
this isolation from coronavirus.
Yeah.
Isolation for you is a permanent thing.
Yeah.
And for a lot of other people as well.
And as I said, I was in for 2 years and I'm still in now. And I don't know how long I will be in. But as I said, I do get out for some fresh air.
Yeah.
When I feel like
I think you're talking. Yeah, I think you're talking more about getting out in the sense of doing life really, because you still get out and you do your little bits here and there when you can. But really, I think you're talking about job-wise and doing a normal, the things that most people do, because you're not, you don't have that right now, and you don't know when you're going to have that. Obviously, you're trying to get yourself mentally there
better,
and get accepted, and try and work on places that will accept people with autism, because I don't think people still understand how difficult it is to find somewhere that will let have someone who's autistic. It is very, very difficult, where you're not extreme or low. I know we've spoken about that already, but that is very, very hard, and I don't always think people get how difficult that is. But just a bit of, you just wanted to give people a bit of support that there's other people out there that are still going to be isolating after this, and you just wanted to make people aware.
And I know how it feels to be self-isolated, and it is so hard. And there's people I see online complaining about being in for 3 weeks, and it's like, come on, think of those people that are in mental homes, a hospital, or being at home because they have depression.
People who can't get out.
People who can't get out. Disabled people. It's so hard, and I think people
that can't actually function, like walk properly and things like that. They can't get out easily. It's a lot more of a struggle.
I just don't think that there's a lot. We are realising now because of this virus.
I'm hoping it makes people appreciate
life
and things. I've seen a lot of things like that. Whether it will or not, I'm not sure, but we can only hope.
I take antidepressants, and I know a lot of other people that do, and some people with it, they're so low they have to stay indoors. Some people can get out with their tablets, but I know for me, I'm on it and it makes me exhausted.
Yeah.
But I'll try and get on with the day, even though I have those bad thoughts, and I still think of the suicide thoughts. But as I said, a routine is so good and it's so important.
And you just want to give basically a bit of a, you can do it to the people that are, struggling, and the people that are, not just struggling now because of everything going on, but it's been struggling for a long, long, long time before this, and will continue to. And you just want to be like, look,
there is people out here that you just knock on their door, give them a message, make sure they're okay.
Message you. You've had a lot, as you said, you've had a lot of messages. You've been quite
overwhelmed. But I love it. I want to help as many people as I can.
So keep them coming.
Yeah.
She's always here to help. No questions sort of too big. You want to, obviously, like you've said before, you're not an expert. You're not going to give, but you're just there for somebody if they just need a bit of a vent, or just to say something, or just anything. And I've had a lot of people.
I get being indoors is so hard, and
even the people at the minute, you feel sympathy for the people at the minute who don't have depression, don't have autism, but they're really struggling being inside, because you can understand that because you've gone through it a lot. And to those people, you want to say, come on, keep going.
Yeah,
there'll be a time, you won't be like this forever. And
but
the way you're feeling now is
there is people that go through this on a daily basis. And I think it's so important to just reach out to them during this time, and when you go back, I think it's funny because people are going to be going outside when the 3 weeks is over, like, fresh air, I'm so excited to be out. And there's people
we think
like
3 weeks.
We think 3 weeks, yeah.
Probably not. Maybe longer, but who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? We might be in for a month.
Yeah.
But there's people like me that after the 3 weeks is up, what am I going to do? You know, I don't have a job. I don't have a life right now. So I'll probably be in.
Yeah, but you're still doing your small bit and trying your hardest to, you know, you need to make sure you feel accomplished for the little things that you do, because just even getting up in the morning is an accomplishment for you
and I feel
as
proud
well.
that I can get up.
And so you've got
and
to remember.
I used to not get up.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a big jump. So you've got to make sure you say, well done. Give yourself a pat on the back right now. On the back, love.
Oh, the back. Not the heart. Pat on the back.
Give yourself a pat on the heart as well. Because, you know, you've got to congratulate yourself, because a lot of people, and that's another bit of advice you should give people, is we're too harsh on ourselves.
Yeah,
and people
we're too harsh.
don't say well done for their little steps, because it took a lot for you to change your habit from doing that to this. So that is massive, and that is a big well done, and you've got to be proud of yourself. And anyone out here watching now thinking, oh gosh, I don't do anything, all I've done is get up today. Well done for even getting up.
Yeah, that's what I say.
So we need to make sure we encourage these little things and not just the big amazing things that everyone's doing, because the little steps for some people feel like mountains to climb, and they've done it. So
yeah, I feel like I've climbed a mountain every day, and as soon as I go to bed,
exactly.
Thank goodness the day's over. But what am I doing tomorrow? The same routine. But I guess that's it. That's the tea, really.
That's the tea.
That's the tea for me.
Oh, I could do it. Cup of tea and biscuits.
I need my cup of tea and biscuits so bad right now.
Was there anything else you felt you needed to say, or you didn't want to say, that you didn't get to, or anything you want to summarise on your own? Or
I feel good. I like that.
Good.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that
I like
a lot.
that a lot.
I like that a lot.
Where's that from? People in the comments write where that's from.
I like that a lot.
Where's that?
Na 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 na. Baby, give it up, give it up. Baby, give it up. Na 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 na. Give it up, baby, give it up. Just sing a song whenever you feel sad.
Bit of feel good music. That'll get
Put
you through.
BBC Radio 1 or Capital FM.
Yeah. There is other ones available. I can't think of any other songs to go into, but just, you know.
Just keep clapping, because the song will come.
It's not coming. Okay. No.
Okay.
Peace out.
Peace out. Peace out. That was good.
Come again. Right, how long's it been? Oh, 18 minutes.
Oh, that's good.